Hi guys, it's Natasha from Little Pink Monster. I hope you can recognize me, sans makeup. I wanted to do a quick makeup tutorial for you. A few of you have emailed me asking how I do my makeup for these videos, and you're very sweet, you say it looks nice. So I thought I'd show you because really it's not that far off from my regular makeup that I do every day. This is the Super BB Cream. In the summer, I use the pink one. It has an SPF of 25, and in the winter, I use the gold one. It's really light. I like it. This one is pretty dewy. I put like a dime size amount and spread it all around. It's really like a tinted moisturizer, basically. I'd say one step between just a moisturizer and a foundation. And it doesn't come in a whole bunch of colors, but somehow magically works for most skin tones. At least I think so. I wrote a whole post about BB cream, so I'll make sure I link to that down below this video in the post. And if you're watching this on YouTube, that would be on my blog, littlepinkmonster.com. All right, so I kind of rub that in all around. And then my biggest problem is dark under eye circles. They're hereditary in my family. No matter how much water I drink, how much sleep I get, they're always there. But since having small kids, they have gotten worse. And I found this amazing video tutorial that showed me kind of the makeup artist's secret to solving under eye circles. This is one of the few things I use a makeup brush for. Usually I just use my fingers. But I put this on right here, right in that dark part, not over here. Over there I'm going to use a brightener, which is something that is another thing that's new to me this year that I totally love. I blend it in a little at the top. And don't forget when you're putting on concealer that you're just dabbing. If you're rubbing too much, you're basically wiping it off. It's another mistake I had to learn the hard way. All right, so that is step one of under eye concealer. Step two is a lightening stick. That sounds funny. Lightening stick. I like this one from Yves Saint Laurent. You give it a couple of clicks and the makeup comes out. And I use this to go around the outside of my eye. And once again, just kind of pat and blend. And I bring it up and around and get really close underneath the lash line. You don't want kind of the reverse raccoon eyes. It's a makeup pet peeve of mine when people go a little too overboard with the concealer. You want it to be natural and just look like you got the most wonderful 8 hours of sleep when in honesty you were up with your kids all night long. But hey, that's what makeup's for. Other places you can use this, I have little ugly blackheads that no matter what I do will always live in the crease of my nose. This covers them up nicely. I mean, it's a lightener, so any area that you want to lighten up, any area of wrinkles that's just kind of a little dark, this is a good tool for, right? Translucent powder, and just gonna lightly set where I put concealer on. Now we're ready for blush. I have two blushes that I am obsessed with right now. They both are made by Benefit. There is Coralista and Hervana. Coralista is, well, a beautiful coral color. I find that this is flattering pretty much all the time. I wear it year round. But I really like it. But today, since I'm excited to wear this new fuchsia lipstick, I am going to use this one because it has a little more of a pinky tone. It actually has a neat swirl of different colors. But you kind of lightly round them together. It makes a pretty pink. I always do the apples of my cheeks. If I'm going out for the day, sometimes I will use this Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick and just kind of run the brush down it and sweep it up the sides. I get a lot of compliments on this because you just kind of shimmer in the sun. Next, let's go with shadow. This is my new favorite, the Urban Decay Naked line. I usually put Naked, which is this taupe color right here, on my finger. And then I spread that all over my lid. So then after I do Naked, sometimes I like to take Sin, which is just a nice iridescent neutral taupe color, and you can see I use my fingers. There's brushes, of course, for all of these, and I am by no means a professional makeup artist, but maybe it is the painter in me, the crafter, but I'd like to use my hands. I feel like I have better control. So I do Sin just on the inside of my eye to give that shimmer and kind of open it up, and I actually end up pulling that down a little right there. So that's about all I'm going to do for eyeshadow today. I'm much more into eyeliner, and lately I've really been into doing a cat eye. And I'm going to link you to the tutorial that taught me how to do a cat eye with liquid liner without being scared. So this is Stila's Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and I really like it. It comes in a few fun colors. But what this tutorial teaches you is to tilt your chin up, and you basically are going to draw the wing first. And you're gonna look for the line that connects the end of your eye. I tend to go not quite at the end of my eye, but a little kind of 1/4 of an inch in. If there was an imaginary line between that and the end of your eyebrow, that's where the little wing is gonna be. Sometimes I pull this up a little, and it really helps if you have some wrinkles in your eyelid that tend to make a bumpy line. Doing just the wing. So once you do the two wings, you can compare the two sides and make sure that they are even. If not, take a Q-tip, just kind of swirl it in your mouth, and you can even it out. Take it up a little or down a little until you get those two even. And from there, you're just working your way in. So see, I just kind of connected from here. I did it really thin, and then out a little more so that it connected in there and filled in below. So there's that. One of my other favorite new eyeliners is Stila's Smudge Stick. I think it's a little awkward to have this without anything down here to balance it out, but I don't want a whole lot. So what I do is I just get this kind of outer 1/4 of my eye, not even quite to halfway, and then smudge it in. I also don't make these two connect. You could keep going up, but I like to keep it separate, otherwise it feels a little too heavy to me. I think this opens my eye up more. I have been a dedicated fan of Chanel's Inimitable until I picked up this little sample of, who makes this? Bare Minerals Lash Domination. It's got kind of swirl spots in it. It's hard to get that in focus. But those little swirlies, if you turn it while you're applying, pull your lashes with them. And it is definitely my new favorite mascara. But you see the difference that makes? Kind of finishes out that cat eye. I'm really into kind of the Marilyn Monroe sleepy bedroom eyes look. And this accomplishes that for me. Just a little back and forth to pick up my bottom lashes. You don't need a whole lot, but you want a little something, otherwise, as Sam would say, it's just kind of awkward. She's so mad she's not in this video. She's playing with a friend right now, but she was pretty sore that I was doing the makeup video without her, so she said she's going to do her own makeup tutorial when she gets back. Which would not surprise me if she's actually more skilled than I am. There's only one last thing to do for my eyes, and that is to fix my brows. Yet another thing that I never did until my 30s. Go figure. So I do have sparse areas that I have to fill in, and this is one of my favorite pencils. It's the Sephora Brow Pencil, but really just use little feathery wispy strokes and just kind of fill in the gaps. So like you see how I have a gap right there? Just gonna fill that in a little. And now I don't. I like the idea that my brow line comes up and arches and then down. It kind of follows the natural arch underneath, but needs a little help on the top. And then right here a little too, because they can have a little bit of a bald spot right there. And then same thing with the other side. And the last thing for brows is to set them with a brow gel. I think any clear brow gel is fine. Just to kind of help them stay in place. And now the final step, my lips. So how crazy does this color look? This is Yves Saint Laurent in Rouge Volupté Shine. Said that pretty terribly. But I mean, it looks like it's crazy purple. But the truth is, it's actually pretty sheer. And when you put it on, and you could start off light. How pretty is that? Isn't that just the prettiest color? I'm in love with it, obsessed with it. And you can see today I'm just wearing a t-shirt and jeans, and I think this is totally a t-shirt and jeans, messy hair thrown back kind of look. Last little thing, when she does her fuchsia lipstick, the Lisa Eldridge one, which I will link to because it's one of my favorites, I think it looks so great with the blue polish she has on. Hers is Butter London, which not only is really expensive, but I couldn't find it anyway. Milani, CVS, $1. Love it, neon blue. Hope you enjoy. Go watch some of those other great tutorials that I linked to and try and expand your makeup horizons. Just try it. I bet you'll find at least one thing you weren't doing before that you love and makes you feel more beautiful. Bye.